One of the best things that propelled my leadership forward was working for a company that focused on development. They were pretty intense about it. We were always talking about our strengths and opportunities and what specific steps we were taking to improve ourselves. We were constantly checking the temperature of our leadership and seeking to understand others' perception of us. What I found is often the perception of our own leadership doesn't always align with how others perceive us, and realizing there is a gap is critical if we want to be great leaders. The first step to improve is to ask for feedback. Without asking for feedback, I would have never known I was overbearing in meetings. I was often described as Hermione from Harry Potter. Don't just ask feedback from people you like either. You need to seek honest feedback, which may mean asking someone you don't like on a personal level. If possible, get feedback from more than one person to get more than one perspective. You can even prepare people ahead of time, saying something like, "Hey, I'm working on sharing new ideas in our team meetings. Will you listen for me to share an idea and give me feedback afterwards on how often I did?" When someone gives you feedback, it's important to actually listen to it, no matter who it's from. It's critical to actually hear what the person is saying and thank them for taking the time to give you feedback. If you argue or push back, the person giving you the feedback will most likely shut down and you'll have lost the opportunity to grow. Asking clarifying questions is okay, just make sure they don't come across as defensiveness. Once I understood what it was about my behavior in meetings that was bothering the team, I was able to evaluate the feedback. Did I think there was a reason to change? How did my behavior impact others? Did that bother me? This is a critical step in the improvement process, critically evaluating feedback. You don't want to make a change every time you get feedback. In fact, you might even be getting contradictory feedback. One person may love your style and another person cringes at it. You need to take the feedback, internalize it, and then decide for yourself if a change is needed. Please don't change because someone tells you to change. Change because you sincerely believe a course correction is the right thing to do. The last step is to respond to the feedback, whether this response is filing it away in your head or making a change. In my instance, I needed to change. My behavior in meetings resulted in others shutting down and not sharing their ideas. It's important that I pause and give others the chance to share their ideas and give them enough time to articulate the ideas without me jumping in. And honestly, this is still a work in progress for me. Growing as a leader is impossible if the only input you get is your own. Seek out feedback from others that you trust. Listen to the feedback, internalize it, and decide how you will respond. This will help you get the information you need to continue developing. I'm Janet Axline from Axline Solutions, and I hope this leadership tip helps you in your development journey.